Hey Libra, welcome to Intention 1111. Today I'm going to be doing a timeless read for Libra. I wanted to say thank you guys for interacting with the channel, commenting, viewing the videos. I sure appreciate you guys. New subscribers, welcome. And those of you who've been with me since day one, I appreciate you guys. If you would like to book a personal read with me, you can reach me at Where Your Intentions at intention1111.com. It'll be in the description box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you so choose. So let's see what we've got going on for Libra. All right. Okay. I embrace change. It's a 2. I release what doesn't serve me. Okay. I am a dreamer. Okay, so we have Pisces energy here, Libra. Pisces here. If you are involved with that, we have a 2. We have 2, 2, and 44. So this is about balance. It's about, you know, you're supported, your spirit team or whatever it is you subscribe to. When you get 4s, they're telling you, hey, you're on the right track. Keep it up. You know, you're on to something, right? And 2s are about, you know, coming together, right? Now, if you're in a divine counterpart situation, this is going to be talking about union energy, incoming union energy. But remember, you're your own twin, okay? And so coming into union with yourself. So it looks like to me, you are releasing an idea about something. And you are living in... You've got 2 coinciding issues happening here, right? You're trying to release something which is very painful. It's making you feel very alone. But you're over here on the other side trying to hold on to some sort of happiness, trying to hold on to a dream. But there's a little bit of escapism happening as well, Libra, where you're trying to escape into this fantasy and dissociate because it may be too painful right now to fully let go of something, right? But nonetheless, if you're not experiencing any of that, you're trying to release something and go towards something that you truly want. So let's get some cards on it and see what they have to say. No, I don't want to use that one. Let's use this one. You feel like you're exposed also, and you're almost not yourself. You know, you feel like you are almost not yourself. You're metamorphosizing into something else that you may not really recognize. And it's okay. It's okay to go through a change process. You may not recognize yourself throughout that change process, and you're not supposed to, because new things are being introduced to you, new ways of being and thinking. A new beginnings moving forward after a period of time of betrayal, it looks like. Sadness, deep sadness, loss. Where do I go from here? You're kind of on track now and you're moving towards something else. You've spent a lot of time thinking about walking away from a situation, a lot of time. And you're saying here, you know what? All I'm getting out of this are ideas, lots of crow action in these 2 cards. So lots of ideas about transformation, lots of ideas about spirit being in the situation and trying to guide you. Ascension, trusting intuition, things like that, trusting yourself. So you've got a lot of energy in this side of the read regarding loss and pain and sadness and suffering. But you've got this little bowl right here, this 8 of Cups, right? You've got this little bowl right here, and see, she's walking away from the bowl in the card, right? And the bowl is representative of all this pain, and this could be relationship of some kind, right? All of this pain and sadness is what's here in the bowl. She's walking away from the pain and the sadness and the loss of time and loss of effort and whatever that represents for you. She's saying, I'm not wasting my time on this anymore. You know, I've spent enough time grieving this situation that I think it's okay for me to leave it right here where it sits and walk away from it. I don't have to carry this with me. When I'm going on my new path, moving forward, right? My energy's protected. I'm in a bubble. I'm going where I'm supposed to be going here. I got it. I'm on track now. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. It's okay for me to leave this here anymore. I have to hold on to this anymore. I can leave this right where it sits and be free and walk away from it. Center of the read is the moon card. Lots of confusion, sadness. Again, Pisces Cancer energy here. And right behind it, the moon and the sun. Okay, the moon and the sun. So two things about these two cards here. The moon and the sun is representative of divine counterparts, feminine and masculine, right? It's also light and dark. It's balancing out the light and the dark that we all have in each of us, balancing that out in our world. Dark night of the soul, shadow work, whatever you want to call it, okay? You're integrating two different parts of yourself. So up here, you know, where you're going through this and you don't even hardly recognize yourself. You're going through changes. You see these scales on this man's back here. You don't recognize yourself. You're metamorphosizing into something else. And that's because you are integrating the light and the dark within yourself, okay? But also you're coming into union with something. You've got a lot of ideas here about moving past. You're letting spirit guide you. You're letting your intuition here guide you. Instead of fighting it, you know, instead of holding on to this sadness and grief over here, you know, and looking in the mirror, and every time you look in the mirror, that's all you see. You are allowing that to guide you where you need to go. So Libra, there's lots of beautiful changes here happening for you. Where there was once confusion, now there is clarity. So walking away from a situation, on this side of the read, you've got a lot of issues about that. On this side of the read, where the Dreamer card is here, you've got a lot of ideas about moving forward and getting past some things and how you see yourself differently than you did before. Moon, Sun, major arcana so far in this read in the world. Now that you've integrated things together, you can move forward on your path. You're moving forward with a lot lighter energy, a lot happier energy, knowing fully who you are now and how the changes have benefited you moving forward. Now, as far as love relationship goes, I do feel like this is a love relationship that you may have left or you may be leaving, and it's very, very hard. It was very hard to come to the realization that you had to close the cycle out. But I think your dreams and your world that you escaped into probably saved you and helped you move past this. So whatever it is that you're holding on to right now, hold on to it even tighter. The thing that gives you joy and happiness and helps you move past and helps you cope is a coping mechanism. Hold on to that and use that daily to move forward. For some people, it's music. For some people, it's, you know, it's an idea of working on something. It's about being around people or whatever it is for you. If that's what gets you through the moment and gets you through the day, hold on to that fast. Hold on to it. It's there to serve as a comfort for you. So if your dreams are something that you're holding on to, despite everything that's going on around you, hold on to those. Focus on those, right? you are leaving a place of sadness and loss and depression. You're moving into a much happier point in your life. And these dreams are like these crows that are guiding this ship. So the key to moving past this is to integrate. You've got to get into balance with yourself. You've got to get into balance with your emotions. There are changes here. So we can't avoid the idea that there are changes happening, because they're already here. It's learning how to move through those changes that is going to bring you out on the other side. So Dark Night of the Soul, 150%. If this is for divine counterparts, and those of you who don't subscribe to that, it's okay. Pause for a minute and let me talk to those who do. If this is a divine counterpart situation, this is definitely a Dark Night of the Soul. This is, a really rough separation. This is about matrix breaking through matrix issues. You're not going to recognize yourself, and you are going to feel like, what the hell is this? Where did these scales on my back come from? Right? And the idea is, again, about metamorphosis. Okay? You are changing. The changes are here. Can't get around that. How are you going to move through the changes is the real question. So you're bringing parts of yourself together. Divine counterpart, sun and the moon. This is going to be about integration at this point, right? You're going through the Dark Night of the Soul. This is par for the course. You're learning about yourself. You're becoming stronger within yourself, because we're whole without our twin, okay? And you're letting your intuition and spirit guide you where you need to be. So you've hit a hard redirect in this case. So for those of you experiencing that, the sun will shine again. It's not going to always be darkness. The sun's going to come out again. And now I have that Annie song running through my mind with that hideous red dress of hers. Anyway, you're going to come out on the other side here. This is wish fulfillment, happiness, joy. And this is you going on this new path here. Again, moving towards something new. A new you, right? Hang on. Okay, keep hanging on. This will change. It seems like it's really dark right now, but you have to go through the valley. Every single one of us does. So let's see what Libra can expect from this situation. Excuse me, I have allergies, and every time I go to do a video, I blow my nose, and I try to take care of it, but inevitably, when I start reading, it just starts running again. So I apologize. What can Libra expect? Moving forward, Cancer card came out, moving past depression. No longer juggling. What can Libra expect from this outcome? What can Libra expect from this read? The world, again, moving forward. Wheel of Fortune, luck is on your side. Ten of Cups, happiness. Happiness, union, getting exactly what it is that you want. Because you've made peace with the past. So, balance, Libra, here you are in your own read, running towards something else in your life after the change. So let's see what advice the universe has for Libra. Compassion for yourself and bringing two parts of the self together. It's a difficult task. Compassion is my compass. I am willing to hold space for the experience of others. This is talking about, this is talking about being around like-minded people. Okay, so when you're going on a spiritual journey, and sometimes it's not a choice, okay? You're going on a spiritual journey and things start burning down around your ass. It's important to be around people who are maybe experiencing something similar to what you are. It's important if you're on a divine counterpart journey or twin flame journey, whatever you want to label it. It's important to be around people who are experiencing the same things you are. Because you can't talk to if you're a horse, okay? You can't talk to a hippopotamus about horse business, all right? So if you're in a 5D relationship, you cannot talk to somebody who's ingrained in a 3D relationship about 5D things because they're not going to understand. And it's going to be labeled toxic. Oh, it's toxic and it's this and that because somebody's still in the 3D matrix. And so they're not understanding what's happening with 5D spiritual connections. Apples and oranges. So it's important to be around people who are of the same mindset or who are experiencing the same things you are. Community is important here. This may help you also cope with some of these changes that are happening to you. Let me be still today and listen to the truth in silence. When you don't know what direction to go in, don't. Stand still. Stand still, get quiet, open up, let your brain do its thing, and let the answers come to you, and the opportunities will present themselves. But if you're running around in an energy of chaos, okay, what do I do? What do I do? You're going to get more chaos. But if you get still and you get right in here, right in your inner world, and you get grounded and you open your mind up, the opportunities will present themselves. The monkey brain tells us that we need to run around in chaos and try to find a solution. But our spirituality tells us that our inner world is really what's in control of our outer world. Okay? As within, so without. So the inner world is what needs to take control of the situation. So get still and let the opportunities present themselves. When you're in the midst of chaos, the most important thing you can do is get still, right? Don't feed into the chaos. I can't control the world, right? Because we can't control anything outside of ourselves. We can only control this world. As within, so without. Can't control what's going on out here. We can only control what's going on in here and how we react to what's going on externally. I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it 100%. I think it's Norman Vincent Peale or Arthur Vincent Peale, I can never get that name right, who says, change your thoughts, change your world, right? It's all about perception and redirection of thought. It's not about monkey brain. It's not about running around trying to find the solution. It's not like, oh my God, everything's falling apart. I'm turning into a snake person over here. No. You are changing because it's absolutely imperative for you to. Get still. Change your perception. Redirect your thoughts, right? Even if it's every 5 seconds. And I say that a lot in my reads. And I say that a lot because I've lived it. You have to screen your thoughts, even if it's every 5 seconds. And you get some rando-ass thought in here that tells you, blah, blah, blah. You got to say, no, this is happening for me. This is happening for my highest good. So it's all about the way you see something that makes it a little more bearable, right? I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it. Let yourself metamorphosize. Let the changes come. So, Libra, that's what I have for you guys, and I'll see you later.